On this week's episode of the Final FronTia.
You get sober and then you realise like, oh no, I don't have my crutches. These are my flaws. I also believe most people are good people, but
That makes one of us. X Factor rewarded quite mediocre white men quite strongly. It's Chico Time. Hello.
Hi.
Welcome to my home.
Oh, it's lovely.
Thanks for coming.
Thank you for having me.
Before we start, you look so gorgeous.
Oh, stop.
I'm like actually obsessed. If you're just listening and you can't see, like come and look online because you look so stunning.
Oh, I appreciate it. I had 25 minutes to put my face on. I was like, girl, why did you do this to yourself?
I feel like that's a humble brag that you can look like this in 25 minutes.
No, what it is I've been doing the same makeup for about 16 years, 17 years. So if I couldn't do it in 25 minutes, something's wrong.
That me when I get into drag is still, I've got it down to like an hour and a half, but it's still like...
Yeah, there's like a process.
Yeah.
And if you just follow it, you're like, okay, I've done that, that's fine. I did want to put a lash on, didn't have time.
Honestly, I feel like lashes are like the worst part for me.
No, they smell fear. They smell fear. They smell if you're in a rush. Mm-hmm. So if I was like, do you know what, I've got 10 minutes here, I'll put it on. No, it would ruin my eyeliner and everything would go wrong and I get glue in my eye and I'd have to start again.
I have literally glued my top lid to my bottom lid before and it's like the worst thing in the world having to like prise your eye back open.
Hate it.
Sorry for that. That was a lot. I want to talk to you first and foremost about your new album.
Oh, thank you.
The Deluxe.
The Deluxe, yes. So the album came out last year, which was called Emotional Rodeo.
Mm-hmm.
And this year I released a Deluxe, which was not my first Emotional Rodeo.
I see what you did there.
Thank you very much.
Nice.
Yeah. And the first album is like the photo. I love it. If you have time, Google it because it's me rearing up a Palomino horse. And like, I think I took my cowboy hat off. Yeah.
Is that like real?
Yeah.
It's not like
no,
CGI?
I hate to break it to people. I'm a weird horse girl. I always have been.
Love.
Like, I mean.
Horse necklace.
Horse necklace. Yeah, a horse tattoo. Yeah.
Oh my God, you are like
certified
super into
horse
horses.
girl.
Is this like a horse skull?
That is a crow skull.
Okay, different. I should have got it from the beak.
I went on tour with Russell Crowe, and I was like, how do I commemorate that? And I got a crow skull.
That's quite iconic.
Thank you. I forget I have them, but yes. So that was that. And then because I went to Nashville, I did a taster trip to see if I liked how they recorded because it's very different than how we do it in the UK. Like it's a room full of musicians all playing at the one time.
Wow.
And then you're in the vocal booth.
Okay.
And it's like, all right, go. So that's intense. So I went and I did 3 songs on my first trip.
Mm-hmm.
Then I was like, yeah, love this. My ADHD loves being able just to be in the room and get it done and then leave.
Wow.
So we did 3 and then my actual trip, I did 24.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just got back at the start of the year from Nashville and I did another 22. So naturally when I was putting out Emotional Rodeo, even before it was out, me and the label had already kind of agreed like there has to be a deluxe because
there's so many songs.
There's too many.
Yeah.
So I was like, and some of my faves didn't make the album. So, because you have to kind of make a journey of an album. It's not just put your faves on. It has to be like highs and lows and in-betweens. And if people actually still listen to albums from top to tail like I do, but
They should.
Right. Some albums, you don't have to.
Mm-hmm.
But I enjoy it. If my fave drops an album, I'm straight away. I'm like, right, lights off, headphones on, lying on the floor, chilling.
There's a story to it. There's an art to like putting the songs in the order and like really.
Well, we're living in a playlist world.
See, that is one thing that I think people don't necessarily think about as much when they're consuming music because there is this pressure to like under 3 minutes, easy to get playlisted.
Don't bore us, get to the chorus and hope for Spotify.
That part.
Yeah.
But I feel like, I don't know, maybe there's a little bit of a lack of...
Is this us showing our age?
Maybe. I don't know. But there's like a lack of...
Do you remember albums?
do you remember the middle 8 of a song? But there is a difference, I think, when you're sort of like crafting that storytelling in an album.
Yeah, so there has to be a journey in it. And like that meant that in 14 songs, I couldn't just put my favourites on it.
Yeah.
So I had to lose some of mine. So then before it was out, agreed that a deluxe would come. So then we did another 12 tracks.
Love.
So it's not just like a deluxe where it's like, here's 3 live versions of the songs. It's like, no, here's
a second
Here's
album.
a second album. Yeah, essentially.
I love that. Wait, but based on the maths of what you said earlier, there are still more songs that haven't made it onto the deluxe.
So, you know how people are like, oh, my songs are like my children and I can't pick a favorite.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I can't pick a favorite, but like I can cast away some of them where I'm like,
That's
bro,
so valid.
you sung. Like, also, I don't have the mental capacity to fix you.
Yeah.
So off you pop. I'll deal with you some other day. So then now next year, another album's coming.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. This is why I look so
Busy.
tired. Like,
You don't at all. You look fresh.
thank you, concealer. But no, I went out and I did another 22. And then we've been just hitting deadlines recently. So there's already 12 mixed and mastered.
Oh my gosh.
And then on Thursday and Friday, I've got 4 more to mix. So
I'm obsessed.
yeah, it's
That's
a lot.
like commitment and dedication and hard work.
Yeah, it's like Emotional Rodeo, the album did way better than I thought.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I've released a lot of music, right? So
Yeah.
I was just kind of expecting the same kind of level. Obviously, you're hoping for more,
Of course.
right? And then first single I dropped was Emotional Rodeo, the song, and like it was in the big top 40 and like things I'd never achieved in my whole life and getting played on
Wow.
radio. I got playlisted on Radio 2 like 4 or 5 times. It was mental. Like I was a bubbling mess, like just crying my eyes out constantly. I was like, everything was going so well. So then the label in January were like, hey, how would you feel about another trip out to Nashville? And I'm like, oh yeah, sick. March work for you? And I'm like, yeah, totally. And they're like, have you got the songs? I'm like, yeah. No, I don't. No, I don't. I used them all. So in a month, then I must have wrote about 45 songs.
Wow.
And then took them out, and 22 of them have made it. So
That is so impressive. Just to like have that like brain to be able to do that kind of thing.
do you know what it is? It's finally being medicated for ADHD.
Oh, we respect that.
Trust me. Like the problem with it was like you have all the creativity, but like no way to channel it.
Yeah.
So like I would start stuff, never finish it. And I'd be
yeah.
chasing deadlines in every other field because, music's not just making music these days. There's, socials and like all the boring admin style of stuff. And
Too much.
yeah, a lot. So then I'd just be drowning constantly.
Mm-hmm.
Got medicated, got the right dose of everything, and was like, oh my God, is this how everybody else has been living the whole time?
Right?
This is easy mode. I'm sorry, what? And then I was just doing stuff, just never chasing my tail, just finally able to just wake up, have weekends again.
Oh my gosh.
Because I
of
didn't
the
have
focus.
Yeah,
you
because I
get
didn't
things
have to
done.
work in my weekends because like I'd done it in the week.
That's gorgeous.
It's honestly, my stylist as well, they got diagnosed recently and we were having like a conflab about it because we were like, why didn't we know to do this earlier?
It is wild. It's
Yeah.
nice that like that kind of information has become more readily available to people.
Yes. And I didn't even search out the diagnosis. It found me. Like my psychiatrist diagnosed me with a bunch of other things. Like,
Mhm.
like 2 years before I have borderline personality disorder and bipolar type 2. Both in remission. So like pretty
Love.
chill. But then it basically came up that it was like, I think you should get tested for that. And literally got tested the next day and was like, yeah, you passed with flying colours. I'm like,
You mentioned briefly there like the idea of like discarding music that you've created. And like for some people that's a very difficult thing to do because like as you said, like some people regard this as their babies, like they don't want to like get rid of it. But you sort of said like you can discard with a bit more ease.
yeah, I mean, it used to hurt more.
Mm-hmm.
Like when I would pour my heart and soul into a song
Mm-hmm.
and then you play it to people and they're like, hate to break it to you, kind of sucks. And you're like, oh, I thought it was a good one. But like, no, it's like if I try like a lyrical concept that really means a lot to me and then the song sucks, then I'm just like, all right, take the concept into another song.
Love
Just
that.
do it again. So it's like, fine.
I think there's like a lot of like I said like 28 times and didn't say a sentence. There's a lot of ego that you have to like discard to be able to do something like that and be sort of like very open and very receptive to criticism and honesty. And that's very impressive because people don't have that.
Well, I think it's because I've been working with my team, like my management. I've been working with them since 2013. God, that's a long time. And like they've been my management for that long. And we're at that point where it's just like, I don't take anything personally. They don't take anything personally. Like they can literally say, it sucks. And I'm like, okay. Because I would rather somebody just tell me straight up instead of me thinking something's amazing and it sucks.
The
Obviously,
honesty,
like there's
yeah.
like a middle ground of like there's ones where people are like, oh yeah, it's not my cup of tea, but I know people will like that one. Fine, but like don't have me out here like pour my heart and soul into stuff and then it's not good.
Yeah, no, I totally get that. I feel like I'm still, not to trauma bond over reality TV experiences, but like I feel like I'm still learning that because my first series of Drag Race was 5 years ago, but like I still feel like the hurt of like negativity and like criticism or like someone saying, oh, you need to do more of this or like don't do that. It's quite tough.
If somebody on the internet says it sucks, I could not care less. I don't care.
Love.
Don't care about you. You're not in my life. What are you talking about? Like, it's like doing a drive-by and going, your outfit's ugly. It's like, okay.
But I think you have to like commend yourself for like how that takes a lot of strength and like learning to get to that point.
It took a lot to like get to this point. Like, trust me. Like, because, I mean, I've been to rehab. Whoop, whoop. In like, 2019. I've been sober for 7 years.
Yay.
Yeah, I know. I got sober though at 20.
Wow.
So 11 years ago. Like, I had to like put a lot of work into just the bare bones of the ship. So like sorting that out first and foremost, you get sober and then you realize like, oh no, I don't have my crutches. These are my flaws. And then they talk about like emotional sobriety, which is like not doing anything, I don't know, like leading somebody on emotionally or whatever. Like that's a no-go. And then I realized that like I still had like 3.5 years into sobriety, I was like, something's still not right.
Yeah.
Because I've just got all of these feelings and then know where to put them. Like music is fine, but you still have to go home and go to bed at the end of the day.
Yeah.
So then I relapsed, went to rehab, took my mortgage deposit out of my savings account because I wouldn't have been sick enough to go to rehab for free.
Right.
Because I like drank like 4 times, I think. And I wasn't at death's door, like the way you'd have to be put in.
Yeah, of course.
So I took my mortgage and I put my butt in rehab and, you know, made a promise to myself that from there on, like, really got to put the work in. Just like really got to, like, growth doesn't come from being comfortable.
No.
It doesn't. So then I left rehab, got a therapist, dumped that therapist, found a new therapist, found out and I should go to psychiatry because I was sober again and things were still falling apart.
Yeah.
Found out I had, you know, especially BPD, got diagnosed, got medicated. I was like, oh my God. Because with that condition, like you could wake up happy as a lamb, lunchtime wanting to yourself. And then by dinner time, you're like having a ha-ha hee-hee at the TV. And then, you know, it's like massive ups, massive downs in the one day. So it's like exhausting. Got medicated for that. Then the ADHD thing. From there, it was like, I went to therapy with this amazing therapist, did all the hard work, and now it's chill.
I love that. I love how openly, like, you can talk about that as well. Because I think a lot of people don't know a lot of this information.
No. I didn't know you could hire a psychiatrist.
No, I think I've literally just found out from you right now. And people underestimate how important it is, not just to have a therapist, but to find the right one. I think that's so important what you said there.
Yeah, my psychiatrist was like, I don't think you should be in talk therapy.
Right.
Because people with BPD, because our emotions are real to us, but the scenario might be not real.
Yeah.
It's a lot of like perceived emotions. Like I'm perceiving I'm being abandoned, therefore the world's ending. So talk therapy, psychodynamic therapy isn't normally good for people with BPD because you just go in an emotional mess and circle and circle and circle.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, I found this woman. She seems amazing. And why don't you talk to her? So then they talked. And then he came back to me and was like, yeah, I think she's perfect. I think she's perfect. Because at the start, obviously, when I'm going into the history of my life and things, she's very sweet and nurturing and lovely and patient. And then when you get through the sharing your past, then you got to go into the present.
Yeah.
And your past serves as like explanations as to why you may be acting a certain way.
Absolutely.
So then it feels like in the chair, it feels like somebody's using your past against you. So you're like, oh, how dare you? So like in one hand, she'd be super nurturing and super sweet. And then the other hand, she'd push you.
Yeah.
She'd hold you accountable and challenge you.
Yeah.
And I needed it. I would leave the session sometimes like, hit you, Helen, da, 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 you're so blah. And then I would get home and have to sit down myself and be like, are you mad at Helen or are you upset that she has seen what you're doing and what is happening and she's holding you accountable? Have a nice drink and chill out.
That's really interesting because I think like those kinds of experiences, it is so individual to people. I've had to like have the conversation with my therapist about like how things get explained to me because like not the same, different, but like I sometimes struggle with like clarifying things and like understanding what someone is trying to say back to me, and I sometimes need it like very explicitly, like you just said this sentence and I think you mean this, and I'm like no, that's not what I meant. Like I need to be able to like clarify sometimes. And so that's really like helpful when you can have
she
that.
would do that
really?
Naturally. She would kind of go, so you said this, do you mean this by that or do you mean this by that? And I'm like, oh no, that one.
Yeah. It's hard because people sometimes infer things from like what like you mean, and I'm like, I don't think I've got a very readable tone. So like,
it's hard. Yeah. Like I think that's one of my biggest fears in this world is saying something and it being misinterpreted so much that like it hurts someone's feelings a lot.
Yes, which makes you overly cautious in the way that you're speaking.
Yeah, like
I feel seen.
I hate this. Like so, like being online. Like I've been making YouTube videos since like 2007, 2008, right? Yeah. So I've been online and like live streaming. Oh my God, I was live streaming in like 2007 as well. Like I've been online. And there have been times where I've said something and not understood necessarily that it might have undertones and a word might be really hurtful to someone, right? Yeah. And I've been really lucky to have people kind of in the chats or whatever be like, hey, I don't know if you know, but this means this and that's hurtful to these people. And oh my God, like the natural inclination obviously is like, you want the floor to swallow you up. Because like, but it's because like, I don't ever want to hurt someone.
Yeah.
But I've been so lucky to have people be gracious and kind and just point it out so that I can learn. Obviously it's different if I said something and the person affected is there. They're allowed to get angry.
Yeah.
It's like issues going on in the world right now. Like I find that anytime it's normally like an older gentleman says something that's like not correct.
Yeah.
Maybe by a lot. Like my ex's dad, right? Something came up about transgender women and just the whole issue itself. They said something extremely out of pocket about gender affirming care, essentially. And I was like, oh, that's really strange because you were so kind to me when I went through my gender affirming care. I'm like, what do you mean by that? What gender affirming care did you go through? I was like, well, I came and stayed here after I got my boobs done, and you guys were really lovely to me. You made me dinner, you cared for me, you guys were really sweet. Is that gender affirming care? I was like, yeah, I see myself as a woman. I didn't feel like my body reflected that. So I went under the knife, changed the thing so I could feel more like who I am on the inside.
Work.
And like just slowly watching that penny drop. And then I had to talk them through the whole, I can't imagine waking up like every day and looking in the mirror and what's looking back at me doesn't match my entity and my being and my soul.
Yeah.
And I can't imagine how exhausting and tiring and emotionally draining that would be. But we're lucky because what we see is what we see in the mirror, and that's really great. But I just feel for them. And just like using the fact that I'm not affected by it in that way to my leverage. If they said something like that in front of a trans woman, they're allowed to bite back because that's their life and their freaking story. But as someone who's not affected by it, you have to use the fact that you're not affected by it to talk to and explain.
And that is the way that you explain that is actually like an incredible way of like showing that understanding to someone else. You're clearly someone who has a lot of empathy and like care for others. It's very apparent.
But I also believe most people are good people. But
that makes one of us.
Well, I do. I believe everybody was once a little baby that got held.
Oh, yeah, that's nice.
And like I know you're probably a really lovely person, but your anger is just mischanneled. And that's on purpose.
Yeah.
because the powers that be have made it so you're angry at this minority that aren't the problem. But obviously, you can't blame who the actual problem is because they've made it that way.
This is the worst time possible to segue into an X Factor themed quiz after we've just had quite a serious conversation about inner turmoil and trauma.
I should probably make it light.
Yeah, this will make
Sorry.
it. We're playing as a team.
Okay.
I feel like we share that reality TV bond.
Yes.
I feel like your like X Factor era is very much the wheelhouse of what I know.
Mm-hmm.
This is all classic X Factor.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I was about to say, like, I didn't really watch it beyond me. Like.
Did you watch it before?
My mum, I did. Sure, we were living in the era. Netflix wasn't a thing.
Mm-hmm.
You know, on a Saturday night before you went on a night out and stuff, everybody be in the living room.
Yeah.
Watching the thing that's on TV.
Massively, yeah.
So, like, that was the thing. Now it's like nobody watches the same thing at the one time.
No, I remember that like event television era, and that was like actually quite fierce that like the next day you'd be able to like talk about it with everyone.
Oh, it was water cooler stuff, like.
Yeah.
Like, but
Very
that's just, it's not a thing now.
Let's bring that back.
Do you want the multiple choice version?
Should we ask the first question and see if we need it?
Yeah.
Which judge has mentored the most winners?
Oh, that's actually quite hard.
The most winners. I'm going to say Simon.
Wait, maybe. It's got to be someone who's been consistently in the whole thing. It's not like randomly Talisa. Like it's...
No, because that was only 1 year.
Yeah, certainly not Louis.
So it has to be like a major panel judge. So you got like your Louis or you've got Simon.
Yeah.
I feel like they're the two cornerstones of the judging panel.
Okay, I'm going to support you. We're going to go for Simon, Cal.
That is correct.
Yeah, good knowledge. That was like well deduced.
Thank you.
You should be a detective.
This one is a multiple choice. Which of these has not been a guest judge?
Okay.
Katy Perry.
Right.
Pixie Lott.
She definitely has.
Rihanna.
Rihanna's performed.
She's definitely performed. I've never seen her as a judge.
No, because she did that Matt Cardle like
But
sexy
is this a trick question? Because Katy Perry was a judge. Oh no, was that the other one?
Katy Perry's definitely on American Idol. I think she must have guest judged X Factor and then gone over to it.
That would make sense.
Because I don't think Rihanna guest judged. She just performed with Matt Cardle and they did sexy body rolls.
Yes, I'm going to say
that was
Rihanna.
a weirdly like horny performance. I remember it quite distinctly.
It's not her fault she's hot.
Yeah, it's just natural. Lucky Matt.
It is Rihanna. Well done.
Bad girl Riri. Love that.
What is the name of the man who does the iconic voiceover?
Peter Dixon?
Yeah.
Or Dickinson?
Dixon. Yeah.
Dixon, you're right, yeah.
I love voiceovers. Peter Dixon, Marcus Bentley from Big Brother. Big fan of voiceover work. Not even joking.
Oh, the Love Island guy.
Oh, what's it? The Scottish comedian, Ian Sterling.
Love.
Yeah. I mean, I think that is my dream job, is to just like sit in a room in like pajamas.
And just
and
talk
speak.
Oh.
Would love that.
Who was the first ever winner?
X Factor. I find that hard because I also remember
isn't
Pop
that
Idol.
the blonde-haired boy? Isn't it? Oh, wasn't he like a opera singer-y type guy? Blonde hair.
No, Ridian came second. I know exactly who you mean. Ridian came second.
Oh, was it your man, the Irish man?
Right. I struggle between the transition between Pop Idol and X Factor. It might be Steve Brookstein, but he might be Pop Idol. I can't remember what the tail end of Pop Idol and the start of X Factor is.
I would go with that, to be honest, because I feel like that's right. Because
it was really rogue.
I remember like him sending tweets and stuff. And I feel like it was all directed at X Factor.
Yeah, and X Factor was... I'm going to say this, and it does not reflect your views in any way, but X Factor really like rewarded quite mediocre white men quite strongly over much more talented people. So I do think it was, I said it, not you. I think it was Steve Brookstein.
It was Steve Brookstein.
Well,
Yes.
Not that I'm calling, well, I did. I'm calling Steve Brookstein a mediocre white man. It's fine.
You had a moment to take it back and you didn't.
Yeah, no, I stand by it.
Who did Rage Against the Machine beat to the Christmas #1 spot in 2009?
Okay, so I was 2011.
Okay.
So then the year before me, Matt Cardle won.
Yes.
So that's
After performing
2010.
with Rihanna.
Yes.
Yes.
So that's 2010. So 2009. Who was the winner before that?
The year before Matt Cardle. Wait, who came second to Matt? Who came second? Love Rebecca Ferguson.
She did that performance, remember, on the chairs?
Yeah.
She walked across the chairs. It was hot. Anyway.
So good.
Yeah, so
before Rebecca Ferguson.
who was on that year?
Oh my God. Did you say 2009?
Yeah.
Who was before? Oh my gosh. This is like peak my era. But it all sort of like washes into, because I did really love it during that time.
Wasn't Tesco Mary on that year?
Was it?
Oh no, maybe she was actually 2010.
I've got a clue that like is a bit niche.
Okay.
Okay, niche clue we can do.
Well, it's sort of 2 clues in one. He does a lot of panto.
Okay, he does a lot of panto. So, okay, this is
a
going
man.
with
Okay.
my previous point about mediocre white men. I feel like is coming back into play because I don't think a man of colour has actually won the X Factor. Have they? Is that a wild rogue thing to say? I can't think of anyone. I think
there was a man of colour up against one of the winners, and they were way better. Like their song was way better. Remember when they got like their own original song to release and everything?
Oh, yeah. Was that Jermaine? With the Nicole Scherzinger mic snatch moment?
No, this was older than that.
Oh.
This was like series 1 or series 2.
Marcus Collins came second to Little Mix.
Yes.
Who back in the day? Okay, right.
A man who does panto.
A man who does panto. Oh my God, Joe McElderry.
Joe McElderry.
It clicked.
It's Joe McElderry. Sorry, tour songs, but yes.
Who came second to Joe McElderry?
Ollie Murs came second to Joe McElderry.
Right.
Oh.
And then he presented Extra Factor my year.
Who first presented the X Factor?
Kate Thornton.
Yeah.
Or was she
Correct.
Pop Idol?
No, I gave it away. It's correct.
It was Kate Thornton.
Yeah.
Because yes, I remember that whole thing. Because who took over from Kate Thornton? Dermot. And they were meant to be friends. And everyone was like, would you jump in her grave as quick? Like, it was a whole drama because Kate Thornton and Dermot were meant to be friends.
I don't want to know that information because I love Dermot.
I mean, icon. I'm sure he must have been lovely.
He was.
Very caring.
Like, smelled really nice as well, by the way, just in case anyone wants to know that. Really, do you know what? The idea you have of him is who he is. He's so nice.
I had a big crush on Dermot during that period of time.
I did too. Also, like, found out he was ripped at the time as well.
Oh.
Because he was taking his jumper off to give to somebody. I think he must be doing like some army show at the time or something.
Wow, okay.
And yeah, you know when you get like a peek of the lower stomach and it was like, whoa.
That's going to be lodged into my brain just as a concept.
Yeah.
Right, 2 more questions.
Okay.
Who had the most successful winner's single?
That's a really great question. Oh, Leona's winning single was... No. This is the gaggy part. Everyone misremembers. Like,
That was second.
It's the second. Because she did a Kelly Clarkson cover.
Yeah. Oh, when it used to be the winner's music video and it was the trope. Yeah.
Because Little Mix's first single wasn't Wings. It was Cannonball.
Yeah.
Gaggy.
So I recorded that.
Gaggy.
Yeah, oh my God.
How was that?
Awful. I couldn't sing it.
I'm sure you could. But it wasn't
It was rocky.
something you wanted to do.
No. And then I accidentally cracked the joke in the studio where I went, oh, what? Is there going to be a key change? And they were like, yeah. And I'm like, ow, I feel so bad right now. I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to.
Sorry, what was the question?
Who had the most successful winner's single?
Who would it be? I think Leona might be right.
Matt Cardle.
What was Matt? Oh, Matt did the Biffy Clyro cover.
Yeah.
Why do I know so much about the X Factor? I didn't know that either. Yeah, do I prefer the Biffy version? Yes. But that is no
But it was
slight
a great choice.
for Matt. Yeah. He sounds amazing, but I'm just... Biffy Clyro is very much my teenage era, so I have to defend them quite aggressively.
Yeah, I feel like that's...
I think you might be right with Leona. Surely.
Leona, yeah.
Yeah.
Alexandra Burke.
Hallelujah. Oh my gosh. With the candles. We basically described the black and white video.
Thing, yeah.
Oh.
Okay, lastly.
Do you know there are, like, in the original version of Hallelujah, there are like 8 verses?
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
You just choose which ones. Like, we could record Hallelujah right now and it'd be a different song to Alexandra Burke's version.
Also, the meaning kind of gets lost on me. But
yeah.
why are children singing that in a church? No.
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 Who did, this is your last question, who did Chico
It's Chico Time.
Who did he knock off the number one spot with It's Chico Time?
Is it an X Factor related person or is it, okay, let's think, what era was Chico?
I can give multiple choice if you'd like.
You can get the no, sorry, yep.
Okay, your choices are Girls Aloud, Justin Bieber, or Madonna.
Oh.
I feel like the only one that lines up with that era for me is Girls Aloud, because Biebs had released like his big single. He did a performance on our X Factor year, and it was like pretty early on in his career because he's only like a year older than me.
Okay.
Chico was like years before that.
How many years before that?
About like 4 or 5.
But then would he have been releasing music that whole? No, It's Chico Time was his first song, right?
Yeah, it was his first song.
So
and Biebs would have been like 12.
Okay, that is good knowledge. But I think Girls Aloud. But Girls Aloud were going for a while because Girls Aloud are like 2001 they started.
So Girls Aloud or who is it?
Girls Aloud, Justin Bieber, or Madonna.
Could be quite gaggy if it's Madonna.
Oh, didn't she have the All I Got Is 3 Minutes? 3 minutes.
That is her and Justin Timberlake. So that era does match up. Or maybe it's Hung Up. Every little thing that just... that works as well.
When did that come out?
I think that's like...
That may... I mean, poor Kylie's just like... She's never really had a lot of luck with the charts. God bless her. Love her.
I think it might be that song specifically.
Okay, we'll go with it.
Madonna, I think it is.
It is Madonna.
Yeah! As soon as you said 3 minutes, I was like, the synapses just all went and fired.
Yeah, unlocked.
And something connected. I feel like people don't know, like coming straight off a reality show can be quite difficult. And like, I love like the freeness that you can sort of like, just be like, oh, that was a moment in time.
Yeah. I think, do you know what was lucky about it was I was a kid.
Yeah.
I was 16. So it was like...
Also unlucky. Like, I was 30 when I went on Drag Race and I still cry about it sometimes.
I don't know if adult me would have a easier time, because I feel like the trajectory in my life has led me to the place that I am now.
Yeah.
Because of all the stuff I had to figure out along the way. I probably would have went and used my grades and done my psychiatry degree and da-da-da-da.
Is that what you wanted to do?
Yeah, like my goal in life was always just to help people feel their feelings. You know, that was like it. So whether that was like be a therapist or be a psychiatrist, like I just wanted to help people in that way.
And now you do it with music.
Now I do it with music. So I feel like my wee purposes like have oddly kind of come full circle. But like at 16, I think what was easy for me that wasn't for others was that if you go into a show like that now, you're not used to kind of being told what to do in that way. Like, be on the bus at 5 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah.
Be here. Do this. I was like, I'm straight out of school. Yeah, of course. They're older than me.
They're just teachers.
Yeah. So psychologically, it was chill.
I also feel like what you said there's quite a lot of people who are like different kinds of artists. It doesn't necessarily have to be music, like even like drag performance and stuff like that. A lot of people who end up in like entertainment in some way, the alternative is often like I wanted to work as a therapist or like a teacher, like that kind of like helping people and like that kind of thing. It's really interesting to me. Yeah,
I was going to do part-time stunt writing too to pay for the degree.
Love that.
Like I had to get rid of my horses because I was doing music, obviously. By horses, I mean I had one horse at a time. Okay, I bought my first one for like £400.
How expensive? I've never thought about that. How expensive is a horse?
So back in the day, yeah, you could get a horse for like £400, £500.
Love.
Fine. Now I went to buy, me and my dad, my family, we went to buy a first pony for my niece because she's caught the horse condition. And oh my God, it was like, oh yeah, you're looking at about $8,000 for a beginner pony. I was like, what?
That's so many pounds.
Yeah. So
or
anyway.
Euro? Pounds?
Pounds, yeah.
Okay.
Me and my dad are like ultimate bargain hunters. Like,
love.
I will never pay full price for something. Absolutely not. I love eBay. I love vintage. I love all that. Right? He's also the same. So we went out, seen a few, managed to find one that was $1,380.
Okay.
And that is obviously like a lot of money.
Yeah.
I'd been putting a $5 away for like 2 years just into this little account. And like I had like a hard time in my life. I was like struggling financially at the same time. But like my niece was going through some stuff and I was like, naturally, Dad, take this money and put it towards a horse because she needs it.
That's so kind. Honestly, my main takeaway from this conversation is you're just an incredibly generous person.
Well, it's not that. It's like she's 10.
Mm-hmm.
Being a 10-year-old girl is hard.
Yeah.
And there was stuff out of her control.
Mm-hmm.
Things were happening and it was very unfair.
Yeah.
I was like, she was staying down at my parents for like the whole summer. So it's like, right, we're going to get this pony thing sorted. And so we did. And like, I just watched all those things just disappear.
Yeah.
For the whole summer. She was just in girlhood. And it was just beautiful. And like, money can't buy that.
Love. It's sort of like, almost in a way, it's taking care of a little version of you as well.
Of course.
Yeah.
Like, God bless. Like, we did not grow up with a lot of money. Like, I know that's hard to believe when I say I got a pony, but like, that was later on. But for the starts of my life, like, we were dirt poor, which is okay. Do you know what? You learn the value of money. My dad was a builder, built our house. We moved in, like, it was like the floors weren't done, the walls weren't painted, there wasn't steps up to it, like nothing. But it was fine enough to live in.
Yeah.
And like, we kind of all grew with the house. And my mom was so good, like, we didn't really know we were as poor as we were because she did a good job of hiding it. And like, I don't know, like, so looking at my niece and knowing how much horses meant to my childhood. And also, like, my dad, I can tell misses having horses. So
yeah, I can also connect with you on that because, like, my mum really hid a lot of things from me, so I didn't realize at all. I thought it was the same as everyone else. Yeah.
God, like, I swear to God, there's at least one time a day where I'll have a little cry over how much I love my mum.
That's beautiful.
And you know, she's always kind of said to me, like, because she was the kind of mum that gave up her whole life, gave up her whole personhood, to be a mum. She worked a full-time job, but that meant then she'd take us to hobbies. She was literally no life.
Yeah.
She had no life. Like, I think about how much she's given me, but she's always been kind of like honest in the sense of like, do not have children unless you're willing to give up your life.
Wow.
And obviously people will hear that and say, you don't need to give up your whole life to be a parent. No, you don't. But I don't want to be a parent unless I'm the mom my mom is.
That's gorgeous.
I don't want to be that. So like, it's hard. So then whenever we were talking about it one day, and she's like, no, just don't. Like, you've got so much going for you. Like, da-da-da. And I went, yeah, but like, because my nan was also like my second mother.
Yeah.
Like, love her. Love those two Patricias. They're amazing. When she passed, it took a lot out of all of us, the whole family. And like, my mum was like best friends with her mum. I'm besties with my mum. And I was like, what happens when you go? I got no internal inbuilt bestie. Like, what's like, come on. So she, like, that was the only time where I seen her opinion like waver. But then I have my nieces and nephews.
It's what you feel is right.
Doing what I do at the level that I do it. No way.
It's a difficult place to be in.
Could not.
We have come to the end.
Yes.
What a gorgeous note to end on. Thank you so much for joining me.
No, thank you so much for having me. Oh, I appreciate it. Sorry if it got deep.
No, it was good. It was good.